I started out as an actor in New York City, I remember being completely blown away by Sam Shepard's writing. He always wrote great roles for men. His plays were always challenging for the actors and technicians that were involved. And if you could pull the show off, we were given that always elusive connection with the audience. I was too young to play Lee in those days, but I would use scenes from True West as audition pieces on a regular basis. Well, enough time's gone by, and I'm finally old enough to play Lee. True West is a story about two brothers whose relationship is a tangled mess of emotional conflicts, jealousies, and family histories that they are trying to desperately work out. It's also another fun opportunity for me to work with my friends in a great regional theater on the main street of the town where I live, Haley, Idaho. So, tonight, I'd like to share with you the work of Company of Fools, a terrific theater company who's made their home here at Liberty Theater. So, have fun, hang on, enjoy the show. Thanks.
So Mom took off for Alaska, huh?
Yeah.
Sort of left you in charge.
Well, she knew I was coming down, so she offered me the place.
Keeping them plants watered?
Yeah.
Keeping that sink clean? She don't like even a single tea leaf in that sink.
Yeah, I know.
She gonna be up there a long time?
I don't know.
Kinda nice for you, huh? You had the whole place to yourself.
Yeah, it's great.
Got crickets anyway. Tons of crickets out there. You got groceries? Coffee?
What?
You got coffee.
Yeah.
That's good. Real coffee? From the bean?
Yeah, you want some?
No, I brought some,
Well, help yourself to whatever's in the
I will. Don't worry about me. I'm not the one to worry about. I mean, I can, You always work by candlelight?
No, not always.
Yeah, just sometimes, huh?
Sometimes it's soothing.
Isn't that what the old guys did?
What old guys?
Forefathers, you know.
Forefathers.
Isn't that what they did? Candles burning into the night, cabins in the wilderness.
I suppose.
I'm not bothering you, am I? I mean, I wouldn't want to break into your concentration or nothing.
No, it's all right.
Well, that's good. I mean, I realize your line of work demands a lot of concentration.
It's okay.
You probably think I'm not fully able to comprehend something like that, huh?
Like what?
Well, that stuff you're doing there, that art, you know, whatever it is you call it.
It's just a little research.
You may not realize this, but I once did a little art myself.
You did?
Yeah, I did some of that. Fooled around with it. No future in it.
What'd you do?
Just never mind about what I did. Just never mind about that. It was ahead of its time.
So you went out to see the old man, huh?
Yeah, I've seen him.
How's he doing?
Same. Doing just about the same.
I was out there too, you know.
What do you want, an award? Huh? You want a medal or something? Yeah, you were down there. Told me all about you.
What'd he say?
He told me. Don't worry.
Well?
You don't gotta say nothing.
I wasn't.
You were. You're gonna make something up. Something brilliant.
You gonna be down here very long, Lee?
Might be. It depends on a few things.
You got friends down here?
Yeah, I know a few people. Yeah.
Well, you're welcome to stay here as long as I'm here.
I don't need your permission, do I?
No.
I mean, she's my mother too, right?
Right?
She might have just as easily asked me to take care of her place as you.
That's right.
I mean, I know how to water plants.
So you don't know how long you'll be staying then?
It depends mostly on houses. You know?
Houses?
Yeah, houses. Electric devices. Stuff like that. I'll make a little tour first.
Lee, why don't you just try another neighborhood, all right?
What's the matter with this neighborhood? This is a great neighborhood. Lush, good class of people, not many dogs.
Well, our mother just happens to live here, that's all.
Nobody gonna know. Well, they gonna know something's missing. That's all. She ain't never gonna hear about it. Nobody's gonna know.
You were gonna get picked up if you go walking around
Me?
here at night.
I'm gonna get picked up? What about you? You stick out like a sore thumb. Look at you. You think you're regular looking?
I've got too much to deal with here to be worrying about you.
You're not gonna have to worry about me. Now, I have been doing all right without you. I ain't been anywhere near you in 5 years. Now, isn't that true?
Yeah.
So you're not gonna have to worry about me. I'm a free agent.
All right.
Now, all I want to do is borrow your car.
No.
Just for a day, just one day.
No.
Come on, I won't take it outside of a 20-mile radius, I promise. You can check the speedometer.
You're not borrowing my car, that's all there is to it.
I'll just take the damn thing then.
Lee, look, I don't want any trouble, all right?
That's a dumb line. That is a dumb fucking line. You get paid for dreaming up a line like that?
I can give you some money if you need money.
Ever say that to me? Did you ever say it? You'd be able to get away with that with the old man. You're tanked up for a week. Buy him off with your Hollywood blood money, but not me. Not me. I get my own money. my own way. Big money.
I was just making an offer.
Yeah, well, keep it to yourself.
Those are about the most monotonous fucking crickets I ever heard in my life.
I kind of like the sound.
Yeah? Supposed to be able to tell the temperature by the number of pulses. You believe that?
The temperature?
Yeah. The air. How hot it is.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Some woman told me that. She was a botanist, so I believed her.
Where'd you meet her?
What?
The woman botanist.
Met her out on the desert. Been spending a lot of time out on the desert.
What were you doing out there?
I forget. Had me a pit bull there for a while. I lost him.
Pitbull?
Fighting dog. You know, I made some good money off that little dog. Real good money.
You can come up north with me, you know.
What's up there?
It's my family.
That's right. You got the wife and kiddies now, huh? House, the car, whole slam. That's right.
You can come up for a couple days and see how you like it. I got an extra room.
Too cold up there.
You want to sleep for a while?
I don't sleep. I never realized the old lady was so security-minded.
How do you mean?
I made a little tour this morning. She got locks on everything. Locks and double locks and chain locks and... What she got that's so valuable?
Antiques, I guess. I don't know.
Antiques. Brought everything with her from the old place, huh? Same old crap we always had around. Plates and spoons.
Well, I guess they have a personal value to her.
Yeah, personal value. Just a lot of junk. Most of it's phony anyway. Idaho decals. Now, who in the hell wants to eat off a plate with the state of Idaho staring you in the face? Every time you take a bite, you get to see a little bit more of Idaho.
Well, it must mean something to her or she wouldn't save it.
Yeah, well, personally, I don't want to be invaded by the state of Idaho when I'm eating. When I'm eating, I'm home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not drifting, I'm home. I don't need my thoughts swept off to Idaho. I don't need that.
Did you go out last night?
Why?
Thought I heard you go out.
Yeah, I went out. What about it?
I just wondered.
Damn coyotes kept me awake all night.
Oh, yeah. I heard them. They must have killed somebody's dog or something.
Yapping their fool heads off. You know, yap like out in the desert. They howl. These here are city coyotes.
Yeah, well, you don't sleep anyway, do you?
You're pretty smart, aren't you?
How do you mean?
I mean, you ain't never had any more than a ball than I did. Yet here you are getting invited into prominent people's houses, sitting around talking like you know
I'm
something.
not so prominent.
A hell of a lot more prominent than the ones I get invited into.
Yeah, well, you invite yourself.
That's right. I do. In fact, I probably got a wider range of choices than you do, come to think of it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
In fact, I've been inside some pretty classy places in my time, and I never went to no Ivy League school, neither.
You want some breakfast or something?
Breakfast.
Yeah, don't you eat breakfast?
Look, don't worry about me, pal. I can take care of myself. You just go ahead as if I weren't even here. All right?
So where'd you walk to last night?
Went up in the foothills there. Up in the San Gabriels. Heat was driving me crazy.
Wasn't it hot out there on the desert?
Different kind of heat out there. Cools off at night. Nice little breeze.
Oh, where were you, the Mojave?
Yeah, the Mojave, that's right.
I haven't been out there in years.
Yeah, out past Needles there.
Oh, yeah.
Up here it's different. This country's real different.
Yeah, well, it's been built up.
Built up. You know, wiped out's more like it. I don't hardly recognize it.
Yeah. Foothills are the same, though, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much. Funny going up in there. Smells and everything. Used to catch snakes up in there, remember?
You caught snakes.
Yeah. You would pretend you were a Geronimo or some damn thing. You used to go right out to lunch.
Yeah, I enjoyed my imagination.
Is that what you call it? Looks like you're still enjoying it.
You just wandered around up there, huh?
Yeah. With a purpose.
See any houses?
Couple. Couple real nice ones. One of them didn't even have a dog. Just walked on up, stuck my head in, took a look around. Not a peep. It's a sweet kind of suburban silence.
What kind of place was it?
Like a paradise. Kind of place sort of kills you inside. Warm yellow lights. Mexican tile all around. Got the copper pots and pans hanging over the stove. It's like in the magazines. Blonde people moving in and out of the rooms, talking to each other. Kind of place you sort of wish you grew up in, you know?
That's the kind of place you wish you grew up in?
Yeah. Why not?
Thought you always hated that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, you never knew too much about me, did you?
So why'd you go out to the desert in the first place?
I was on my way out to see the old man.
You mean you just passed through there?
Yeah, that's right. 3 months of passing through.
3 months?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe more. Why?
You lived on the Mojave for 3 months?
Yeah, what's the matter with that?
By yourself?
Mostly. Had me a couple visitors there. Had me that dog there for a while.
Didn't you miss people?
People.
Yeah. I mean, I go crazy if I have to spend more than 3 nights in a motel by myself.
You're not in a motel now.
No, I know, but sometimes I have to stay in motels.
They got people in motels, don't they?
Strangers.
You're friendly, aren't you? Aren't you the friendly type?
Look, I'm gonna have somebody coming by here later, Lee.
Ooh, lady friend?
No, a producer.
What's he produce?
Films, movies, you know.
Movies. Motion pictures. Bigwig, huh?
Yeah.
What's he coming down here for?
Well, we have to talk about a project.
What do you mean, a project? What's a project?
The script.
Oh. That's what you're doing with all these papers?
Yeah.
What's this project about?
Well, it's a period piece.
What's a period piece?
Look, it doesn't matter. The main thing is we need to discuss this alone. I mean...
Oh, I get it. You want me out of the picture, huh?
No, not exactly. I just need to be alone with him for a couple
Are you
hours.
afraid I'll embarrass you?
I'm not afraid you'll embarrass me, Lee.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about you give me the keys to your car and I'll have it back here around 6 o'clock or so. That give you enough time?
I'm not loaning you my car, Lee.
Oh, so I'm just supposed to get lost, huh? That it? Just take a hike? And go out there and pound the pavement for a couple hours while you bullshit your way into $1 million?
Look, it's going to be hard enough for me to face this character alone without worrying...
You don't know this guy?
No, I don't know. He's a producer. I've been meeting with him for months, but you never get to know a producer.
You trying to hustle him, is that it?
I'm not trying to hustle him. I'm trying to work out a deal. It's not easy.
What kind of deal?
Convince him it's a worthwhile story.
Convince him? How come he's coming all the way down here if he's not convinced? I'll convince him for you.
You don't understand the way things work down here.
How do things work down here?
Look, if I lend you the keys to my car, do you promise to have it back by 6?
On the button. With a full tank of gas.
Forget about the gas, Lee.
Hey, these days, gas is gold, old buddy. You remember that car I used to loan you?
Yeah.
40 Ford. Flathead.
Yeah.
Sucker hauled ass, didn't it?
Look, Lee, it's not that I don't want to lend you my car.
Well, you are lending me your car.
I know. I just wish...
What? Wish what?
I don't know. I wish I wasn't down here doing business. I'd like to spend some time with you.
I thought it was art you were doing.
Try and get it back here by 6, okay?
No sweat. Oh, hey. You know, if this story of yours don't go over with the guy, why don't you tell him I got a couple projects he might be interested in? Real commercial. Full of suspense. True to life stuff.
Well, to tell you the truth, Austin, I have never felt so confident about a project in quite a long time.
Well, that's good to hear, Saul.
I'm absolutely convinced we can get this thing off the ground. I mean, we'll have to make a sale to television. That means getting a major star, somebody bankable, but I think we can do it. I really do.
Well, do you think we need a first draft before we approach a star?
No, not at all. I don't think it's necessary. Maybe a brief synopsis. Now, I don't want you to touch the typewriter until we have some seed money.
That's fine with me.
I mean, it's a great story. Just the story alone. You've really managed to capture something this
I'm
time.
glad you like it, Saul.
Oh, shit. No, I'm sorry about that. I'm really sorry about that, Austin.
It's all right.
I mean, I thought it was way past 6 o'clock already. And you say have it back by 6 o'clock?
Well, we were just finishing up. This is, my brother Lee.
Oh, I'm very happy to meet you.
Well, I can't tell you how pleased I am to meet you, sir.
Saul Kimmer.
Mr. Kipper?
Kimmer.
Lee's been living out on the desert for a while.
Oh, that's terrific. Palm Springs?
Yeah. Yeah, right. Right out there in that area, out there by Bob Hope Drive.
Oh, I love it out there. I just love it. The air is wonderful.
Yeah, sure is. Healthy, isn't it?
And the golf. I don't know if you play golf, but the golf is just about the best.
Well, I play a lot of golf.
Is that right?
As a matter of fact, I've been up here looking for somebody who plays a little bit of golf. I've been looking for a partner.
Well, I play a little golf.
Well, Lee's
Maybe
just
we
down
can-
here visiting while her mother's up in Alaska.
Oh, your mother's in Alaska?
Yeah, she's up there on a little vacation. This is her place.
I see. Isn't that something? Alaska.
What kind of handicap do you have, Mr. Kimmer?
Oh, I'm just a Sunday duffer, really.
Well,
you know.
that's good, because I haven't swung a club in months.
Well, we ought to get together sometime and have a little game.
Okay.
Austin, do you play?
No, I don't. Well, I've watched it on TV.
How about tomorrow morning? We can get up bright and early and put in 18 holes before breakfast.
Well, I have a lot of
No,
appointments.
I mean bright and early. Crack of dawn. While the dew is still thick on the fairway.
Sounds really great.
Austin could be our caddy.
Now that's an idea.
I don't know the first thing about golf.
Well, there's nothing to golf. You could learn it in, what, 15 minutes, all?
Sure, it doesn't take long. Of course, you got to play for years to find your true form.
Now, we'd give you a quick rundown of the club faces, the irons, the woods. Give you a couple pointers on the basic swing. Might even let you hit the ball a couple times. What do you think, son?
Why not? It sounds great. I haven't had any exercise in weeks.
Now, that's the spirit. Right after golf, we will have ourselves a shot of orange juice.
Orange juice?
Yeah, vitamin C. There is nothing like a shot of orange juice after a round of golf. Hot shower, snapping towels at each other's private parts. Real sense of fraternity there.
Well, you make it sound very inviting, I must say. It really sounds great.
Then it's a date.
Well, I'll call the country club and see if I can arrange
Great.
it.
Hey, you know what? I'm really sorry that I busted in on your all's meeting like that.
Oh, that's quite all right. We were just
I
finished.
mean, I could go out in the other room and wait if you're not done.
No, really, we're done.
I was just getting Austin's color TV back from the repair shop. I could go out there and watch a little amateur boxing. Huh?
Oh, yes.
Hey, you don't fool around at TV, do you, so?
You know, I have in the past. Produced some TV specials, network stuff, but it's mainly features now.
Well, that's where the big money is, right?
Well,
Yes, that's right.
I'll give you a call tomorrow, Saul. We'll get together, have lunch or something.
That would be terrific.
Right after the golf.
What?
Well, you could have your lunch right after we play golf.
Oh, right.
Hey, Austin tells me that you're interested in stories, Saul.
Well, we develop certain projects we feel have commercial potential.
What kind of stuff do you go in for?
Oh, you know, the usual good love interest, lots of action.
Westerns?
Sometimes.
I'll give you a ring tomorrow,
I've
Saul.
got a Western that would knock your lights out.
Oh, really?
Contemporary Western, based on a true story. Now, I'm not a writer like the brother here. I'm not a man of the pen.
Well,
I mean, I can tell you a story off the tongue, but I can't seem to write it out. But that don't make no difference, right?
No, not
I mean, I'm
really.
sure plenty of guys got stories, you know. Lots of movies been made from true-to-life stories, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
You know, I haven't seen a good Western since Lonely Are the Brave. You ever see that movie?
No, I'm afraid I missed that one.
Kirk Douglas? Hell of a movie. You remember that movie, don't you, Austin?
Yes.
A man dies for the love of his horse.
Is that right?
Yeah. Now, you hear the horse screaming at the end of it. Rain's coming down, horse is screaming. And then there's this shot. Blam! It's a single shot, like that. And nothing but the sound of the rain. Now, Kirk Douglas, he's riding away in the ambulance. He's riding away from the scene of the accident. And when he hears that shot, he knows that his horse has died. He knows. And you see his eyes. And his eyes die. Right inside his face. And his eyes close. And you know that he has died too. You know that Kirk Douglas has died from the death of his horse.
Sounds like a great movie. I'm sorry I missed it.
You shouldn't have missed that one.
Well, I'll have to try to catch it sometime. Arrange a screening or something.
Okay.
Well, Austin, I have to hit that freeway before rush
It's
hour.
good to see you,
So
Saul.
you think there's room for a real-life Western these days, Saul? True-to-life story?
I don't see why not. Hey, I'll tell you what, why don't you tell your story to Austin, have him write a little outline.
Well, you would take a look at it?
Yeah, sure, I'll give it a read-through. Always eager for new material.
You would actually read it?
It would just be my opinion, of
Well,
course.
that's all I'm looking for. I happen to think it's got a lot of possibilities.
Well, it was great to meet you.
And it's
I'll
great
see-
to meet you, too, Saul. I'll give you a call about the golf tomorrow.
Oh, right,
Austin
yes.
got your number, right?
Yes.
Really great to meet you, Saul.
Give me back my keys, Lee.
All right, now read that back to me.
I'm not reading it back to you, Lee. You can read it when we're finished. I can't spend all night on this.
You got better things to do?
Let's just go ahead. What happens when they leave Texas?
Well, is he ready to leave Texas yet? I didn't know we were that far along. No, he's not ready to leave Texas.
He is right at the border.
No, see, this is one of the most crucial parts, Austin. You can't go leaving that out. He's not right at the border. He's a good 50 miles from the border. A lot can happen in 50
This
miles.
is only an outline. We're not writing an entire
Well, you can't
script
go
right
leaving
now.
it out, even if it is an outline, okay? It's one of the most important parts. You can't go leaving that out.
Okay, let's just get it done.
All right. Now, he's in his truck, and he's got his horse trailer and his horse.
We've already established that, Lee.
Yeah, and he sees this other guy coming up behind him in a truck, and that truck is pulling a gooseneck.
What's a gooseneck?
Cattle trailer, you know, the kind with the gooseneck goes right down in the bed of the truck.
All right.
It's important.
Okay, I've got it.
All these details are important.
I've got it, Lee.
Now, this other guy's in his truck, and he's got his horse all saddled up in the gooseneck there.
Right.
Right. So both these guys got their horses along with them, see?
I understand.
Yeah. The first guy, he suddenly realizes two things.
The guy in front.
Right. The guy in front suddenly realizes two things almost at the same time, simultaneous.
And what are the two things?
Number one, he realizes that the guy behind him is the husband of the woman that he has been,
Oh, yeah.
And number two, he realizes that he is right in the middle of tornado country.
What's tornado country?
Panhandle.
Panhandle.
Sweetwater. Right around that area? Hey. Nothing. Nowhere. And number three.
Oh, I thought there was only two things.
No, there's three. There is a third unforeseen realization.
And what's that?
That he's running out of gas.
Oh, come on, Lee.
What? What do you mean, come on? That's what it is. Write it down. He's running out of gas.
It's too...
What? It's too what? It's too real? Is that what you mean? Too much like real life?
It's not like real life. It's not enough like real life. Things like that don't happen.
What, men don't fuck other men's women?
Oh, yes, but they don't end up chasing each other across the panhandle. Through tornado country.
They do in this movie.
They'll have their horses conveniently along with them when they run out of gas. And they don't run out of gas either, Lee.
Hey, these guys run out of gas. This is my story, and one of these guys runs out of gas.
It's just a dumb excuse to get them into a chase scene. It's contrived.
It is a chase scene. It's already a chase scene. They've been chasing each other for days.
So now they're supposed to abandon their tracks, climb on their horses, and chase each other off into the mountains.
There aren't any mountains in the panhandle. It's flat. God damn these crickets. Shut up. Shut up out there. This place is like a fucking rest home here. How are you supposed to think?
You want to take a break?
No, I don't want to take a break. I want to get this thing done. It's my last chance to get this thing done.
Easy.
I'm going to be leaving this area. I don't got time to mess around here.
Where are you going?
Don't worry about where I'm going. It's got nothing to do with you. Just got to get this thing done, that's all. Not like you, hanging around being a parasite off other fools. Just got to get this done and get out.
A parasite. Me.
Yeah, you.
After you break into people's houses and take their televisions.
I don't need their televisions. I'm doing them a service.
Give me back my keys, Lee.
Until you write this thing. You're going to write this outline thing for me. Boy, that car is going to wind up in Arizona with a different paint job.
You think you can force me to write this? I was doing you a favor.
Get off your high horse, will you? Favor? Oh, big favor. Oh, now he is handing down his favors from the mountaintop.
Let's just write this, okay? Let's just sit down, not get upset, and see if we can get through this.
You're not even going to show this thing to him, are you?
What?
This outline. You got no intention of showing it to him. You're just doing this because you're afraid of me.
You can show it to him yourself.
Hey, I will, boy. I will read it to him out on that golf course.
I'm not afraid of you either.
Oh, no? Then why are you doing it?
So I can get my keys back!
There you go. You got your keys back. Go ahead. There's your keys. Ow! What are you gonna do now, boy? Kick me out?
I'm not gonna kick you out.
That's right. You couldn't kick me out.
I know.
So you can't even consider that one.
You...
Could call the police. That'd be the obvious thing.
You're my brother.
That don't mean a thing. You go down to the LA Police Department down there and you ask them what kind of people kill each other the most, what do you think they'd say?
You said anything about
Family
killing?
people, brothers, brothers-in-law, cousins, real American-type people. You kill each other in the heat, mostly. In the smog alerts. Or in the brush fire season. Right around this time of year.
This is not the same.
Oh, no? What makes it different?
We're not insane. We're not driven to acts of violence like that. Not over a dumb movie script. Sit down.
Maybe not. Maybe you're right. Maybe we're too intelligent, huh? Got our heads on our shoulders. I mean, one of us even got an Ivy League diploma. That's got to mean something, doesn't it? Doesn't that mean something?
Look, I'll write it out for you. I don't mind writing it. I just don't want to get all worked up about it. It's not worth it. Now, come on, Lee. Let's just get through it.
Nah, I think there's easier money. Lots of places I could get me thousands, maybe millions. I don't need this shit. I go up to Sacramento Valley up there and steal me a diesel. 10,000 a week to dismantle one of them suckers, boy. 10,000 a week.
Really, look, I'll write it out for you. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, you got your own work. I don't want to interfere with your life.
I mean, it would be fantastic if you could sell this and turn it into a movie. I mean it.
Think so, huh?
Absolutely. You could really turn your life around, you know? You could change things.
Get me a house, maybe?
Sure, you could get a house. You could get a whole ranch if you wanted to.
Ranch? You could get me a ranch?
Of course you could. Do you know how much a screenplay sells for these days?
No. What's it sell for?
A lot. It's a whole lot of money.
Thousands?
Yeah, thousands.
Millions?
Well, it's not.
We could get the old man out of hock then.
Maybe.
Maybe. What do you mean, maybe?
I mean, it might take more than money.
Well, you were just saying it'd change my whole life around. Why wouldn't it change his?
He's different.
Oh, he's of a different ilk, huh?
Look, he's not going to change. Just leave the old man out of
No,
this.
that's right. He's not going to change, but I am. I'm just going to turn myself right inside out. Then I could be just like you, huh? Just sitting around dreaming stuff up, getting paid to dream stuff up, just riding back and forth on the freeway, dreaming my fool
It's
head
not
off.
all that easy.
Oh, it's not, huh?
No, there's a lot of work involved.
Yeah, what is the hardest part, Austin? Deciding whether to jog or play tennis.
Well, look. Stay here if you want to. Do whatever you want. Borrow the car. Come in and out. Doesn't matter to me. It's not my place. I will help you write this thing, Lee. Or not. Just let me know what you want. You tell me.
So now you're suddenly at my service.
Okay, what do you want to do, Lee?
Tell you what I'd do if I still had that dog. You wanna know what I'd do?
What?
Head out to Ventura, cook me up a little match. Damn, that little dog could sure bear down. A lot of money in dog fighting. Big money.
Why don't we try and see this through? Just for the hell of it? Maybe you really got something here. What do you think?
Maybe so. No harm in trying, I guess. You seem to think it's such a hot idea. Besides, I always wondered what it was like being you.
You did?
Huh? Used to picture you running around some college campus, arms full of books, blondes chasing after you.
Blondes. That's funny.
What's funny about it?
Because I always used to picture you someplace.
Where'd you picture me?
I don't know, different places. Adventures. You're always on some adventure.
Yeah.
I used to say to myself, Lee's got the right idea. He's out there in the world, and here I am. What am I doing?
You were setting yourself up for something, weren't you?
I guess.
Well, we better get started on this thing then, huh?
Okay.
Oh, look, can I get them keys back from you before I forget? What? You said I could borrow your car, didn't you? Isn't that what you said?
Yeah, right.
Give me a ranch, huh?
Yeah, you get a ranch. We gotta write it first, though.
All right, then. Let's write it. So, they just take off after each other straight into an endless black prairie. Now the sun is just coming down, and they can feel the night on their backs. Now what they don't know is that each one of them is afraid, see? Each one of them separately thinks that he is the only one that's afraid. And they just keep riding like that, straight into the night, not knowing. And the one that is chasing, you don't know where the other one's taking him. And the one that is being chased, you don't know where he's gone.
You really liked it, huh?
He wouldn't have given me these clubs if he didn't like it.
He gave you those clubs?
Yeah, I told you he gave me the clubs. The bag, too.
I thought he just loaned them to you.
No, he said it was part of the advance. A little gift like gesture of his good
He's
face.
giving you an advance?
Yeah, now what is so amazing about that? I told you it's a good story. You even said it was a good story.
Well, that's incredible. You know how many guys spend their whole lives down here trying to break in the business? Just trying to get in the door?
I got no idea. How many?
How much of an advance has he given you?
PLNTY, plenty. We're talking big bucks out there. 9th hole's where I sealed the deal.
And he made a firm commitment.
Absolutely.
Well, I know Saul, and he doesn't fool around when he says he likes something.
I thought you said you didn't know him.
Well, I'm familiar with his taste.
I let him get too up on me going into the back 9. He thought he had me cold. You should have seen the look on his face when I pull out the old pitching wedge and plop her pin high about 2 feet from the cup. He about shit his pants. Where did a fellow like you ever learn to play golf like that, he says.
Of course, there's no contract yet. Nothing's final till it's on paper.
No, it's final, all right. Ain't no way he's backing out of it now. We gamble for it.
Saul gambled?
Yeah, sure. I mean, he liked the outline already, so he really wasn't risking that much. I just guaranteed it with my short game.
We should celebrate or something. I think Mom left a bottle of champagne in the fridge. We'll have a little toast.
We shouldn't ought to be taking her champagne off, so she gonna miss it.
Oh, she's not gonna mind. She'll be glad we put it to good use. I'll get her another bottle. Besides, it's perfect for the occasion.
And you were going to get a nice fee for writing the script, of course. Straight fee.
I'm writing the script.
That's what he said. Said we couldn't get us a better screenwriter in the whole town.
But I'm already working on a script. I've got my own project. I don't have time to write 2 scripts.
He said he's going to drop that other one.
What? Mine? He said he was gonna drop mine and do yours instead?
Now look, Austin, it's just beginner's luck. I mean, I sank a 50-foot putt for this deal, no hard feelings. He's not going to be in. He told me he's not going to be in until late this afternoon.
I can't believe this. I just can't believe it. Are you sure that's what he said? Why would he drop mine?
Well, that's what he told me.
He can't do that without telling me first. Without talking to me, at least, he wouldn't make a decision like that, Lee, without talking to me first.
Well, I was kind of surprised myself, but he's very enthusiastic about my story.
All right. What did he say? Tell me everything he said.
I've been telling you. He told me he liked the story a whole lot. The first authentic Western to come along in a decade.
Yeah, he liked that story. Your story.
And what is so amazing about that?
That's stupid.
Hey!
That is the dumbest story I've ever heard in my life.
Hold on there, boy. That's my story
Oh,
you're
it's a
talking
bullshit
about.
story. It's idiotic. Two lame brains chasing each other across Texas. Are you kidding? Who is going to see a film like that?
Hey, it's not a film. It's a movie, okay? There's a big, big difference. Now, that is something Saw taught me.
Oh, he did, huh?
Yeah, he did. He said, in this business, we make movies. American movies. We leave the films to the French.
So you got real intimate with old Saul. He starts pouring forth his vast knowledge of cinema.
Well, I think he liked me a whole lot, to tell you the truth. I think he felt that I was someone that he could confide in.
What'd you do, beat him up or something?
I about had it with the insults, boy. What do you think? You're the only one in the brain department around here, huh? You're the only one that can cook things up? Other people got ideas, too, you know.
You must have done something. You must have threatened him or something. What'd you do, Lee?
I convinced him!
Oh, Jesus. You didn't hurt him, did you? Lee, did you hurt him?
I didn't do nothing to him. He liked my story, pure and simple. He said it was the best story that he has come across in a long, long time.
That's what he told me about my story. That's the same thing he said to me.
He must have been lying. Must have been lying to one of us anyway.
You cannot come into this town and start pushing people around, Lee. They're going to put you away.
I didn't push nobody around. I beat him fair and square. They can't touch me anyway. They can't put a finger on me. I'm gone. I come in through the window, go out through the door. They never knew what hit them. You're stuck. You were the one that's stuck, not me. And don't be warning me what to do in this town.
Lee, come on. Level with me, will you? It doesn't make any sense that he'd suddenly throw my idea out the window. I've been talking to him for months. I've got too much at stake. Everything is riding on this project.
What is your idea?
It's just a simple love story.
What kind of love story?
I'm not telling you.
Ha! What's the matter? Afraid I'll steal it from you, huh? Competition getting a little too close to home,
Where
isn't
did
it?
Saul say he was going?
He said he's going to take my story around to a couple of studios.
Hey, that is my outline, you know. I wrote that outline. You don't have any right to go peddling it around.
You weren't ready to take credit for it last night.
Give me my keys back.
Huh?
The keys. I want my keys back.
Where are you going?
Just give me my keys. I got to take a drive. I got to get out of here for a while.
Where are you going, Austin?
I might just go out to the desert for a while. I got to think.
Well, you can think here just as good. It's a perfect setup for thinking. We got some writing to do here. Just relax. Gonna have us a little toast. We partners now. Now you tell him. You tell him, Mr. Kipper.
Kimmer.
You tell him what you told me. You don't believe me.
I don't want to hear it.
It's really not a big issue, Austin. I was simply amazed by your brother's story.
Amazed? You lost a bet. You gambled with my material.
No, that's really besides the point, Austin. I am ready to go all the way with your brother's story. I think it has a great deal of merit.
I don't want to hear about it. Go tell it to the executives. Go tell it to somebody who's going to turn into a package deal, a TV series or something. Don't tell me.
But I want to continue with your project too, Austin. It's not as though we can't do both, right? We're big enough for that, aren't we?
I can't do both. I don't know about we.
See? What I tell you, he's totally unsympathetic.
Austin, there is no point in our going to another screenwriter for this. It just doesn't make sense. You're brothers. You know each other. There's a familiarity with the material that wouldn't be possible.
There is no familiarity with the material. None. I don't know what tornado country is. I don't know what gooseneck is. And I don't want to know. He is a hustler, Saul. He's a bigger hustler than you are. And if you...
Hey! Hold on. I did not have to bring this bone back to you, boy. I persuaded Saul here that you were the right man for the job. You don't have to go throwing up favors in my face.
Favors? I'm the one who wrote the fucking outline. You can't even spell.
Hey, your brother told me about the situation with your father.
What?
That's right. Now, we have a clear-cut deal here, Austin. We have big studio money standing behind this thing just on the basis of your outline.
What did he tell you about my father?
Well, that he's destitute. He needs money.
That's right, he does.
So this little assignment's supposed to go towards the old man, a charity project. Is that what this is? Did you cook that up on the 9th green, too?
It's a big slice, Austin.
I gave him money. I already gave him money. You know that he'd rake it up.
It's a different deal here.
Right, we can set up a trust for your father. A large sum of money. It can be doled out to him in parcels so we can't misuse it.
Yeah? Who's doing the doling?
Your brother volunteered.
Oh,
That's right. I'll make sure he uses it for groceries.
I'm not doing this script. I'm not writing this crap for you or anybody else. You can't threaten me into it and you can't blackmail me into it. I'm not writing it, so just give it up, both of you.
So that's it then? I mean, this is an easy $300,000 just for a first draft. It's incredible, Austin. We have 3 different studios all trying to cut each other's throats to get this material in one morning. That's how hot it is.
Yeah, well, you can afford to pay me a percentage on the outline then. And you better get the genius over here an agent before he gets burned.
Saul's gonna be my agent. Ain't that right, Saul?
That's right. Your brother has really got something, Austin. I've been around too long not to recognize it. Raw talent.
He has got a lot of balls is what he's got. He is taking you right down the river, Saul.
$300,000 just for a first draft. Now, you've never been offered that kind of money before.
I'm not writing it.
I see.
We'll just go to another writer then, right, Saul? Just hire us somebody with a little bit more enthusiasm, somebody that can recognize the value of a good story.
Oh, I'm sorry about this, Austin.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hoping we could continue both things, but now I don't see how that's possible.
So now you're going to drop my idea altogether? Trade horses in midstream after all these months of meetings.
Yeah, I wish there was some other way.
I have got everything writing on this, Saul. You know that. This is my only shot if this falls
I
through.
have to go with what my instincts
Your
tell
instincts?
me. My gut reaction.
No, you lost. That's your gut reaction. You lost that gamble. And now you're trying to tell me that you like his story. How could you possibly fall for a story like this? It's as phony as Hopalong Cassidy. What do you see in this? I'm curious.
It has the ring of truth, Austin.
Truth.
It is true.
Something about the real West.
Oh, why? Why? Because it's got horses. It's got grown men acting like little boys.
Something about the land. Your brother is speaking from experience.
So am I.
Oh, nobody's interested in love these days, Austin. Let's face it.
Yeah, that's right.
He has been camped out on the desert for 3 months talking to cactus. What does he know about what people want to see on the screen? I drive on the freeway every day. I swallow the smog. I watch the news in color. I shop at Safeway. I am the one who is in touch, not him.
I have to go now, Austin.
There's no such thing as the West anymore. It's a dead issue. It's dried up, Saul, and so are you.
Maybe you're right, but I have to take a gamble, don't I?
You're a fool to do this, Saul.
Hey, I've always gone on my hunches. Always. And I've never been wrong. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Lee.
All right, Mr. Kimmer.
Maybe we could have some lunch.
That's fine with me.
Oh.
I'll give you a ring.
All right.
The sails in the sunset, way out on the blue. Please carry my loved one home safely to me. Red sails in the sunset.
Knock it off, will you?
Trying to concentrate over here.
Ooh, now you're trying to concentrate.
Yeah, that's right.
Now you're trying to concentrate.
Yeah, that's right, boy. Between you and the coyotes and the crickets, I thought don't stand much of a chance.
Between me, the coyotes, and the crickets. What a great title.
I don't need a title, I need a thought.
A thought. Here's a thought for you.
I don't need your thoughts, boy. I got my own, okay? Can write this thing on my own.
Whew. You're going to write an entire script on your own?
Yeah, that's right!
Here's a thought for you. Saul Kimmer?
Austin, shut up, will you?
He thinks we're the same person.
Don't get cute.
He does. He's lost his mind. Poor old Saul. He thinks we're one and the same.
Ease up on that champagne, boy.
Oh, this isn't champagne anymore. We went through the champagne a long time ago. This is serious stuff now. Days of champagne, langana.
Why don't you go outside and drink it, okay?
I'm enjoying your company, Lee. For the first time since your arrival, I'm finally enjoying your company. Now you want me to go outside and drink alone?
Yeah, that's right. Go.
You think you might have more progress if you're alone? You might just drive yourself crazy.
Well, I could get this thing done in one night if I had me a little bit of silence.
You still have the crickets to contend with. And the coyotes. Sounds the police helicopters prowling above the neighborhood, slashing their searchlights down through the streets, hunting for the likes of you.
Hey, I am a screenwriter now. I am legitimate.
A screenwriter.
That's right. I'm on salary now. It's more than I can say for you. I got the big advance coming.
It's true. This is very true in advance. Well, maybe I'll just go outside and try my hand at your trade since you're doing so good at mine.
Ha!
You don't think I got what it takes to sneak into people's houses and steal their TVs?
Boy, you couldn't steal a toaster without losing your lunch.
You really don't think I can sneak into somebody's house and steal a toaster?
Austin, will you go take a shower or something?
You really don't think I can steal a crummy toaster? How much you want to bet I can't steal a toaster, huh? Go ahead, you're the gambler.
Get off me!
How much are you willing to put on the line, huh?
Can't hear some part of your big advance.
Ooh, that's right. You haven't got that yet, have you? I forgot.
All right, I will bet you your car that you could not steal a toaster without getting busted.
You already got my car.
All right, how about your house then?
What are you going to give me? I'm not talking about my house and my car. What are you going to give me? You don't have nothing to give me.
All right, I will give you shared screenwriting credit. How would that be? Okay? I will have it put in a contract that this thing was written by the both of us.
I want my name on this piece of shit.
Hey!
I want something of value. You got anything of value?
What?
Huh? Any tidbits from the desert? Any rattlesnake bones? Yeah, I'm not a greedy man. Any little personal treasure will suffice.
Throw your ass out of here in just 1 minute.
Oh. Yeah, now you're gonna throw me out, huh? Yeah, now I'm the intruder. Now I'm the one who's invading your precious privacy.
I am trying to do some screenwriting here.
Well, you got everything you need. You got coffee? Groceries? You got a car? Contract. Might need a new typewriter ribbon. But other than that, you're pretty well fixed. I'll just leave you alone for a while.
Where are you gonna go?
Hey, don't you worry about me, boy. I ain't the one to worry about.
What are you gonna do, Austin? Just go out there and wander around in the nighttime?
I'm gonna make me a little tour.
Go to bed, for Christ's sakes! Making me sick!
I can take care of myself. I'm not the one to worry about.
Let me call your wife for you or something?
My wife?
Yeah. Maybe she could talk to you, straighten you out.
She's 500 miles away from here. North of here. Up in the North Country, where things are calm. I don't need any help. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna steal me a toaster.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal me some other stuff. I might even commit bigger crimes. Bigger crimes than you ever dreamed of. Crimes beyond the imagination.
Hey,
Just hold on a minute, Austin. God, why? What for? You don't need my help. I got a handle on the project. Besides, I'm looking forward to the smell of the night. No bushes, orange blossoms, dust in people's driveways, rainbird sprinklers. Damn it! Lights on in people's houses. You're right about those lights, Lee. Everybody else is living a life indoors, safe. It's paradise down here. You know that? We live in a paradise and we've forgotten about that. You sound just like the old men. Yeah, well, we all sound like we're slobs. We just sort of echo each other. Yeah, well, you know, maybe if we could work on this thing together, we could get him out here, okay? Get him settled down somewhere. What about him? I went out there. I went out of my way, and all he did is play his Al Jolson records and spit at me. I already gave him money. Just help me a little bit with the characters, Austin. Come on. You know how to do it. Characters? Yeah, I mean, I can hear it in my head, but I can't get it down on paper. What characters? The guys, Austin, the guys in my story. You know what I'm talking about. Those aren't characters. Whatever it is you call them, I gotta write something out on paper. They're illusions of characters. I'll give a damn what you call them. Piece of a long-lost boyhood. Hey, I've gotta write something down on paper. God! Shit! What for? Saul's gonna get you a fancy screenwriter, isn't he? Want to do it by myself? Then do it. You're on your own now, little buddy. You can bulldog your way into contention. Now you gotta carry it through. Hey, I will. I will. Just need a little bit of advice, that's all. Just a couple of things. Come on, Austin, just help me get him talking, would you? You know how to do it, come on. It won't take much. Oh. Now you're having a little doubt, huh? What happened? Pressure's on, boy. You gotta come up with it now. You don't come up with the winner on your first time out. They just cut your head off. They don't give you a second chance. I got a good story. I know it's a good story. Just need a little bit of help, that's all. Not from me. Not from your little old brother. I'm retired. Come on, Austin! You can save this thing for me. Look, I would give you half the money. I would. I would only need half anyway. With half that kind of money, I'd be a long time down the road. I'd never bother you again, I promise. You'd never see me again. You'd disappear? I would for sure. Where would you disappear? It doesn't matter. I'm going to disappear too, Austin. I got plenty of places. Nobody can disappear. The old man tried that. Look what happened to him. He lost his teeth.
old man never had any money.
I don't mean that. I mean his teeth, his real teeth. First he lost his real teeth, and then he lost his false teeth. You never knew that, did you? He never confided in you. Huh.
I never knew nothing about that, no.
You want a drink? Yeah. He lost his real teeth one at a time. Woke up every morning with another tooth lying on the mattress. Finally, he decides he's got to get them all pulled out. He doesn't have any money. In the middle of Arizona with no money and no insurance, and every morning there's another tooth lying on the mattress. So what's he do? Huh?
I don't know. I know nothing about that.
Begs the government. GI Bill or some damn thing, some pension plan he remembers in the back of his head, and they sent him out the money.
They did?
Yeah. They sent him out the money, but it's not enough money. Costs a lot to have your teeth yanked. They charge by the individual tooth, you know. And one tooth is not equal to another tooth. Some are more expensive, like the big ones in the back.
Austin! What happened?
So he locates this Mexican dentist down in Juarez, do the whole thing for a song, and he takes off hitchhiking on the border.
Hitchhike?
How long do you think it takes him to reach the border, huh, man his age?
I don't know.
8 days it takes him. 8 days in the rain and the sun, and every day he's dropping teeth on the blacktop, and nobody will pick him up because he's got this mouthful of blood. Finally, he stumbles into that dentist. And the dentist takes all his teeth and all his money. And there he is. In Mexico. His gums sewed up, his pockets empty.
That's it?
Well, then I go down to see him, see? I go down there, and I take him out to this nice Chinese dinner, but he doesn't want to eat. All he wants to do is drink martinis out of plastic cups. And he takes his teeth out, and he puts them on the table because he can't stand the feel of them. And we ask a waitress for one of those doggy bags to bring the chop suey home in. And he takes his teeth and he puts them inside the doggy bag along with the chop suey. And we go out to hit all the bars up and down the highway. He says he wants to introduce me to all his buddies. And one of those bars up and down that highway, he left that doggy bag. With his teeth laying in the chop suey.
You never found it?
We went back, but we never did find it. Now that's a true story, Lee. True to life. Won't be a general lack of toast in the neighborhood this morning. Many, many unhappy, bewildered breakfast faces. Yeah, I guess it's best not to think about the victims, huh? Not entertain that thought. Is that the right psychology?
What?
That's the correct criminal psychology, not to think about the victims.
What victims?
The victims of the crime, Lee! A break-in and entering! I mean, is it a prerequisite for a criminal not to have a conscience?
You ask a criminal!
Here's my favorite little toaster! Hey, buddy! Come on! Woohoo! I got the good little toaster! Yeah! Coming around the outside! Oh, here's a big one! Here's a big one, boy! Come on! Hey, sit! Huh? Good boy! Woo-hoo!
Now, what? Hey, are you going to do with all these toasters, Austin, huh? That's the dumbest thing I ever saw in my life.
And I have got hundreds of dollars worth of household appliances here. You may not realize it.
And how many hundreds of thousands of dollars did you just walk right on by?
It was the toasters you challenged me to. Only the toasters! I ignored every
I never
other
challenged
temptation.
you. I never challenged you. That's no challenge. Anybody can steal a toaster.
You don't have to take it out on my typewriter. It's not the typewriter's fault that you can't write. Lee. It's a sin to do that to a good typewriter.
Sin?
Huh? You consider all the writers who never even had a machine. Could have given an eyeball for a good typewriter, any typewriter. The only ones that wrote on matchbook covers, paper bags, toilet paper. Had their writings destroyed by their jailers, who persisted beyond all odds. Those writers would find it hard to understand your actions.
Ah!
Not to mention demolishing a perfectly good golf club. I mean, what about all the struggling golfers? What about Lee Trevino? What do you think he would have said when he was batting balls around with a broomstick at the age of 9, impoverished?
What time is it anyway?
No idea. And stand still when you're having fun.
Is it too late to call any women? You know any women?
I'm a married man.
I mean local women.
It's either too late or too early. You're the nature enthusiast. Can't you tell the time by the light in the sky? Orient yourself around that North Star or something?
Can't tell nothing.
Well, maybe you need a little breakfast. Toast! How about some toast?
Don't need toast. I need a woman.
A woman isn't the answer, Lee. It never was.
I'm not talking about permanent, I'm talking about temporary.
I'll just test the merits of these little demons. See which brands have a tendency to burn. See which brands can produce a perfectly golden piece of fluffy toast.
How much gas you got in the car?
I haven't driven my car for days now, Lee, so I haven't had an opportunity to look at the gas gauge.
It will take a guess. You think you got enough gas to get me to Bakersfield?
Bakersfield? What's in Bakersfield?
Never mind what's in Bakersfield. Do you think there is enough goddamn gas in the car?
Sure.
Yeah. That's right. You can care less. Just let me run out of gas on the grapevine there. You can give a shit.
Hey, I'd say there's enough gas in my car to get you just about anywhere. Your determination and guts.
What the hell time is it anyway?
It's very early. This is the time of morning when coyotes kill people's Cocker Spaniels. You hear that? That's what they're doing out there. luring innocent pets away from their homes.
What is that area code for Bakersfield? Austin, you know?
You can always call the operator.
I can't stand that little voice they give you.
What voice?
That voice that says if you only tried a little harder to look up the number in the phone book, you would not happen to be calling us operators to begin with.
Well, I don't know why you want to talk to anybody else anyway, Lee. You can talk to me. I'm your brother.
I want to talk to a woman, boy. I ain't heard a woman's voice in a long time.
How's this, the botanist?
What?
Nothing. Red sails in the sunset. Well, on the blue.
Knock it off, Austin. It's a long distance here.
Woo! Bakersfield.
Yeah, Bakersfield. It's Kern County.
What county are we in?
You better get yourself a 7-Up, boy.
One county is as good as another.
Yeah. Operator. Look, first off, I'm gonna need the area code for Bakersfield. Right. Yeah, Bakersfield. Yeah, good. Okay. Look, first, I need to know if you can help me track a person down. No, just a phone number. Just a phone number. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The name is Melly Ferguson. Melly. Well, I don't know. Okay, maybe Melanie. Yeah, maybe Melanie Ferguson. Okay, good. Melanie Ferguson. What? Well, I can't hear you too good either. You sound like you're under the ocean. You got 10 Melanie Fergusons? How can that be possible? 10 Melanie Fergusons in Bakersfield? Well, just give me them all then. But what? No. Just give me all 10 Melanie Fergusons, okay? Okay. Hold on a minute. Hey, give me a pen. Come on.
I don't have a pen.
Well, then give me a pencil then.
I don't have a pencil.
Hold on, operator. You are a writer and you don't have a pen or a pencil?
Oh, I'm not the writer. You're the writer.
I am on the phone here. Now give me a pen or a pencil.
You gotta watch the toast.
Hold on a minute, operator. This is the last time I try to live with people, boy. I can't believe it. Now here I am again in a desperate situation. This would not happen to me out on the desert. Nothing like this would ever happen to me out on the desert. How can there not be a pen or a pencil in this house? Who lives here anyway?
Our mother.
Well, how come she don't have a pen or a pencil? I mean, she's a social person, isn't she? Is she at the shopping list or something? Ah, yeah! Hold on. Operator. God damn it!
She hung up?
Yes. She hung up. I knew she was going to hang up. You can hear it in your voice! You're probably better off staying with me anyway, Lee. I can take care of you.
Don't need taking care of. He's not by you.
Hey, the toast is almost done.
Hey! I don't want any toast. Hey!
We gotta eat something, Lee. We can't just drink. How long we been drinking for anyway, Lee? Maybe it was Fresno. You know that area code for Fresno?
Oh, how could I lose that woman's number? She was so beautiful.
Why don't you just forget about that? Forget about the woman.
She had green eyes. You know what green eyes do to me?
I know. But you're not gonna get it on with her now anyway. Start already.
Yeah.
She lives in Bakersfield, for Christ's sake.
It's done.
Let's just have some toast.
Hey! What is the bullshit with the toast? Huh? You make it sound like it's salvation or something. I don't want any goddamn toast. How many times I gotta tell you?
Well, it is like salvation, sort of. I mean, the smell. I love the smell of toast. Sun's coming up. Makes you feel like anything's possible, you know.
So go to church then, why don't you?
Like a beginning. I love beginnings.
Yeah. I've always been kind of partial to endings myself.
What if I come with you?
What?
What if I come with you out to the desert?
Are you kidding?
No, I'd just like to see what it's
You
like.
wouldn't last a day out there.
That's what you said about the toasters. You said I couldn't steal a toaster.
Hey, a toaster got nothing to do with the desert. I can make it. I'm not that helpless. I can cook.
Cook. I can.
So what? You can cook. Toast.
I can make fires. I can make fresh water out of condensation.
It's not something that you learn out of the Boy Scout handbook.
Boy, how do you learn it then? How are you
You just learn it, that's all. You learn it because you have to learn it. You don't have to learn it. You can teach me. Are you crazy or something, huh? You went to college, for Christ's sake. Here you were, down here running around in a bus. Just floating up and down an elevator. And you want to learn to live with me out in the desert. I do, Lee, I really do. There's nothing for me down here. There never was. When we were kids, it was different. There was a life here then, and now I keep coming down here thinking it's the 50s or something. I keep finding myself getting off the freeway at familiar landmarks that turn out to be unfamiliar. On my way to appointments, wandering down streets I thought I recognized that turned out to be replicas of streets I remember, streets I misremember. Streets I can't tell if I slipped on or saw on a postcard. Fields that don't even exist anymore. There is no point in crying about that now. There is nothing real down here, least of all me. Well, I can't help you with that, boy. You can let me go with no choice, so then let me go with. You actually think that I choose to live out in the middle of nowhere? Do you? That it's some kind of philosophical choice that I'm taking? Huh? Living out there, out here, I get out here. You're bitching to me about all your success. I catch it all in a second, Lee. That's the truth. I can't believe it. Let me go with you. Stop saying that when you're worse than a dog. You want some toast?
I'll tell you what I'll do, little brother. I just might make you a little deal. A little trade. You write this screenplay thing for me. And you can use all your usual tricks and stuff. Your fancy language. Your artistic hocus pocus. But you gotta write it. Just like I say. Every word. Anytime they gonna run out of gas, they run out of gas. Anytime they want to jump on a horse, they're gonna do that. And every time they want to stay in Texas, then by God, they're gonna stay in Texas. And you finish this thing up for me, top to bottom. And you put my name on it. I get all the credit. Every dime goes in my pocket.
Hey, you do all this thing for me. And I'm sure to take you with me.
to the desert. How's that sound? What's the deal? All right, read that back to me.
Just a second.
Come on, just read what you got.
I can't keep up. It's not the same as if I had a typewriter.
Well, just read what we got. Forget about the rest.
All right. Let's see. Okay, Luke says...
Luke.
Yeah.
His name is Luke. All right. We'll change the names later. Come on. What's he say?
He says, I told you you were a fool to follow me in here. I know this prairie like the back of my hand.
No. That is not what I said. I never said that.
That's what I wrote.
I never said that. I never said like the back of my hand. That's stupid. That's one of them, what do you call it? What do you call that?
What?
What do you call it when something has been said 1,000 times? What do you call that?
A cliche.
Yeah, that's right. A cliche. That is what that is. A cliche. The back of my hand. That is dumb.
That's what you said.
I never said that. And even if I did, that is where you're supposed to come in. That's where you're supposed to change it to something better.
How am I supposed to do that and write down what you say at the same time?
You just do it, that's all. You hear stupid lines, you change it to something better. That's your job.
All right.
What are you changing it to?
I'm not changing. I'm just trying to catch up.
Well, change it, Austin. We gotta change that. We cannot have that in there. That is dumb. The back of my hand, that's stupid.
All right.
God. What are we gonna change it to?
How about I'm on intimate terms with this prairie.
I'm on intimate terms with this prairie. Intimate terms? Intimate terms with this prairie. I'm on intimate terms with this prairie. Intimate terms with this prairie. Wait. Intimate, don't that mean sexual?
Well, yeah.
He's on sexual terms with the prairie. How you figure that?
It doesn't necessarily have to mean sexually.
Well, what does it mean,
It
then?
could mean close, personal.
All right. How's it sound? Put it in the line there. Read it back to me. Let's hear how it sounds. Intimate terms. Intimate terms.
Okay. It goes something like this. I told you you were a fool to follow me in here. I'm on intimate terms with this prairie.
That's good. I like that. That's real good.
You do?
Yeah, don't you? Well, sure. Well, it sounds original now. Intimate terms. Okay. Okay, buddy. Now we're cooking. All right, that got the real ring to it. He is on intimate terms with the prairie. That sounds real mysterious and kind of threatening at the same time. Mom! Mom! What are you doing back?
I'm back.
Let me get them bags for you, Mom.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. I thought you... How was Alaska?
Fine.
See any igloos?
No, just glaciers.
It's cold, huh?
What?
It must have been cold up there.
Not really.
Well, it must have been colder than down here, Mom. We've been having us a real scorcher down here.
Oh.
Yeah, it must be in the hundreds.
Can I take your coat, Mom?
No. What happened in there?
Well, Lee and I were just sort of celebrating.
Celebrating?
Yeah. Lee sold a screenplay. A story, I mean.
Lee did?
Yeah.
Not you?
No, him.
You sold a screenplay?
Yeah. That's right. We were just finishing it up. That's what we were doing here, Mom.
Me and Lee are going out to the desert to live.
You and Lee.
Yeah, I'm taking off with Lee.
You gonna live with your father?
No, we're going to a different desert, Mom.
I see. Well, you'll probably wind up on the same desert sooner or later. What are all these toasters doing here?
Oh, well, we had kind of a contest.
Contest.
Yeah.
Lee won.
Did you win a lot of money, Lee?
Well, not just yet, Mom, but it should be coming in any day now.
What happened to your shirt?
Oh. I was sweating like a pig and I took it off.
Well, it's one hell of a mess in here, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, Mom, I'll clean it up for you. I just didn't know you were coming back so soon.
I didn't either.
What happened?
Nothing. I just started missing all my plants.
Oh.
Oh. They're all dead, aren't they? You didn't get a chance to water, I guess.
Well, I was doing it, Mom, and then Lee came along.
Yeah. Mom, I just distracted him a whole lot. It's not Austin's fault.
Oh, well. One less thing to take care of, I guess. Oh, that reminds me. You boys will probably never guess who's in town. Try and guess.
What do you mean, Mom?
Take a guess. Somebody very important has come to town. I read it coming down on the Greyhound.
Somebody very important?
See if you can guess. You'll never guess.
Mom, we're trying to do...
Picasso! Picasso's in town. Isn't that incredible? Right now.
Picasso's dead, Mom.
No, he's not dead! He's visiting the museum. I read it on the bus. We could all go down there and see him.
Mom.
This is the chance of a lifetime. Can you imagine? We could all go down there and meet him, all three of us.
I'm just not up for meeting anybody right now. I mean, who's this guy?
Picasso! Picasso! You never heard of Picasso? Austin, you've heard of Picasso.
Mom, we're not going to have time.
Oh, it won't take long. We'll just hop in the car and go down there. An opportunity like this does not come along every day.
We're going to be leaving here, Mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're both leaving?
Well, we were thinking about that before, Mom, but now...
No, we are. We're both leaving. We got it all planned.
You can't leave. You have a family.
I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here.
Mom, I don't think Austin's cut out for the desert, do you?
No, he's not. He's too thin.
I'm going with you, Lee.
Get burned up out there.
We just got to finish this screenplay, and then we're going to take off. That's what you said. Let's get back to work.
I can't work under these conditions. It's too hot here.
We'll do it in the desert.
Be telling me what we're gonna do?
Don't shout in the house.
Just not to postpone the whole thing, boy.
I can't postpone this. It's gone past postponing. I'm doing everything you said. I'm writing down exactly what you tell me.
No, but you were right. You were right all along.
wrong, see? It was just a dumb story. Two lame brains chasing each other across Texas. That's what you said, I never said that! I'm just gonna borrow a couple of your antiques. You don't mind, do you? Just, some plates, silverware.
You don't have any utensils out on the desert?
No, Mom, fresh out. What are you doing?
Some of those are very old. Bone china.
Yeah, well, I'm tired of eating out of my hands, okay? It's not civilized. What are you doing? We made a deal.
Couldn't you borrow the plastic ones instead? I have plenty of plastic ones.
No, Mom, it's not the same. Plastic is not the same at all. What I need is something authentic. Something to keep me in touch. It's very easy to get out of touch out there. Don't worry, I'll get them back to you. You can't just drop this whole thing, Lee. Hey! Get up!
You boys shouldn't fight in the house.
I'm not fighting. I'm leaving.
Go outside and fight. There's been enough...
Clear out of here once and for all. All this town does is drive a man insane. Look what it's done to Austin there. Not letting that happen to me. Sell myself down the river. No, sir. Rather be 100 miles from nowhere than have that happen to me. With you. Hey, you're not taking the car. You're not taking the dishes. You're not taking anything. You're standing right here.
You boys will have to stop fighting in the house. There's plenty of room outside to fight. You have the whole outdoors
Throw me
to
the
fight in.
keys. Take the keys now. Take them out.
You're not killing him, are you?
I don't know if I'm killing him. I'm just stopping. That's all. I'm just...
Well, you ought to let him breathe a little bit.
Throw out the keys. Bring me those keys, would you, Mom?
Why are you doing this to him?
Bring me the keys!
Not until you stop choking him.
I can't stop choking him! He'll kill me if I stop choking him!
He won't kill you. He's your
Just
brother.
reach me the keys, will you? Thanks, Mom.
Will you let him go
I
now?
don't know. He's not gonna let me get out of here if I let him go.
Well, you can't kill him.
I can't kill him. I can easily kill him right now, right here. All I gotta do is tighten up. You see that?
That's a savage thing to do.
Yeah, well, don't tell me I can't kill, because I can't. I can just twist. I can just keep twisting.
Austin.
I'm going to the desert. Nothing's stopping me. I'm going by myself to the desert.
Well, I'm going to go check into a motel. I can't stand this anymore.
Don't go yet.
I can't stay here. This is worse than being homeless.
Well, I'll get everything cleaned up for you. I promise. I'll just stay for a while.
You're going to the
Just
desert.
wait.
It was the worst feeling being up there in Alaska, staring out a window. I never felt so desperate before. That's why when I saw that article about Picasso, I thought...
Stay here, Mom. This is where you live.
I don't recognize it at all.
I'll make you a deal. You let me get out of here. Okay? Just let me get to my car and I'll turn you loose, okay? Just give me a little head start and I'll turn you loose. Give me a little head start, all right, Lee? Lee?